Hello everyone. Welcome back. No worries when you're disliked. Why are you so internally conflicted? It's because you're trying to control things beyond your control, or because you worry about others, taking care of their emotions, or relying too much on others' opinions to find yourself. Mental exhaustion stems from being too nice, so Adler says. These troubles come from interpersonal relationships. But Adler also says he has a magic tool, called task separation, a panacea for cutting worries. Who is Adler? A pioneer of humanistic psychology, the father of modern self-psychology, alongside Freud and Carl Jung, he is one of the three giants of psychology. What is task separation? Task separation means distinguishing between others' tasks and your own. Conflicts between people mostly arise from excessive interference with each other. Separate your tasks from others' tasks. Neither interfere with others' tasks nor let others interfere with your own, and worries will decrease. Task separation is a highly practical psychological tool for handling interpersonal relationships. For example, a friend asks to borrow money. Though you don't want to lend it, you fear it will affect your relationship, fear being accused of indifference. However, how he sees you is his task, not related to you. If you worry about his task, you'll suffer. Whether to lend him money is your task. Consider whether you want to help, whether you should help, and whether you fear not being repaid. Just think through your own task. Someone comments that you're bad at this or that, you get depressed, doubt yourself. But how others evaluate you is their task, their standards applied to their view of you, unrelated to you. What you need to care about is whether you understand what is good and what is bad, what to insist on and what to abandon. Do you have your own answers? If I mess up, that's my task, but how the boss views me and whether he trusts me is his task, beyond my control. What I can control is whether I can remedy the situation, analyze the reasons, and avoid a repeat. If a colleague dislikes me, that's his task, I can't control it, so I don't need to worry about it. I should work when I need to work, cooperate when I need to cooperate, that's my task. When he needs me, he'll show friendliness. But whether it's genuine is not my concern, it's not my task. Whether I'm willing to help him is my task, unrelated to him. If I don't help and he gets angry, that's also unrelated to me. The father of self-enlightenment, task separation, comes from the philosophical lessons of Adler. Having the courage to be disliked allows you to embrace a free life. The Courage to be Disliked is an excellent book. As an ordinary reader, it can be your first psychology book. You don't need any prior knowledge to open it confidently, you don't even need to know who Adler is or his relationship with Freud. The book title may seem like self-help fluff. I've always been against self-help slogans and stories, but I gradually discovered the truths behind them. With increasing interest in psychology and philosophy, my definition of self-help became clearer. Adler proposed many interesting ideas, one being task separation. In separating tasks, you only need to consider who ultimately bears the consequences. For example, if a child chooses not to study and can't get into college, the consequence bearer is not the parents, but the child. So, studying is the child's task, parents only need to provide guidance. If a boss doesn't accept your suggestion, the boss bears the consequence, not you, so accepting or rejecting your opinion is the boss's task. You've fulfilled your duty as a subordinate. This is the so-called do your best and leave the rest to fate. You need to first clarify if it's your task. If it is, then do your best to handle it. If it isn't, then you don't need to worry much. This way, you can lighten your life burden and live happier. Often, kids don't love studying or even hate going to school. As parents, you should make the child realize it's their task, let them know every choice they make affects their future. Assist only when needed. Don't interfere too much. Parents shouldn't mistake their child's life for their own, as this leads to more worries. Regardless of how much parents carry their child's tasks, the child is ultimately independent, not living entirely by the parents' expectations. If you can separate tasks with your child, worries will naturally lessen. It's the same with making friends. We often worry, why am I so nice to them, but they treat me coldly? We have these return expectations mainly due to human greed. We expect reciprocity when we're good to others, and feel disappointed if we don't get it, feeling our happiness is taken away. If you think with task separation, is the friend's indifference your task? Or the friends? Obviously, it's the friend's task, it's their response to you. Your task is simply to be genuinely nice to them. Purpose versus causality method 2, another key point of the book, use purpose to view life. Adler believes, human behavior changes because of purpose, not causality. Causality, advocated by Freud, suggests current behavior stems from past experiences. However, we can't change the past, so if you believe the past influences the future, you'll never find happiness. Conversely, if you believe what shapes you is not the past, but the present you, then you hold happiness in your hands. This is the mindset of purpose. Often, we hear friends say, "I still lack confidence in love, my ex hurt me too deeply. I know the boss won't promote me, it must be because of my poor college grades. I'm poor because of my parents' poverty mindset." They blame the past as much as possible, trapping themselves in sadness, never feeling happiness. Think about it. Is your inability to change because you don't want to change inside? What's the reason? Fear of the risks after change? Or fear of others' strange looks after change? Don't use causality as an excuse for your unhappiness. No matter what happened in the past, it won't affect your future. Because what decides your future life is the present you. Adler also emphasizes living in the moment. Some might wonder, does living in the moment mean spending all your money? Living in the moment means experiencing the scenery and people around you, accepting everything from the past. Simply put, it's being aware of every emotion at every moment. Experience what comes your way. For example, something big happens, experience the process. It's because the universe values you that it lets you experience it. As the saying goes, when the heavens assign great responsibilities to a person. Why are you sad? Because of a breakup, experience the emotion of a breakup, enjoy the process. Time keeps moving, let go of obsession, change your perspective, and you'll find it's all minor. Living in the moment means being aware of your emotions, not spending all your money. Living in the moment is about joy and happiness. If you spend all your money, you'll feel fear, and this fear is from scarcity, which contradicts living in the moment. I hope this simple explanation helps everyone understand better. Reading this, if you know about the law of attraction, you'll find Adler's purpose aligns with it. No matter what happened in the past, it won't affect your future. Because what decides your future life is the present you. Maybe someday, we'll discuss the law of attraction because it's fascinating. Method 3. Refuse to seek others' approval. Often, we think getting others' approval validates our worth, reduces inferiority, and boosts confidence. But have you considered, when we constantly seek approval, what kind of life are we getting? A life others expect, or the life we want? Caring too much about others' opinions keeps you living in a world others want you in. To be happy, live as your true self, despite opposition, persist. When parents choose colleges or majors for their kids, some kids, lacking courage, reluctantly accept parents' choices, causing psychological pressure, affecting their studies, and possibly hindering graduation. At work, everyone wants the boss's approval, worrying about how to please them. But this worry doesn't help gain trust, and affects work performance, making you lose enthusiasm. So, don't act against your heart out of fear of being disliked, as it only makes you unhappier. Conclusion: the courage to be disliked deepens our understanding of life, helps us discover our inner inferiority, and exposes our excuses for resisting change. It shows we all have the right to choose our life. Don't abandon what you truly want to meet others' expectations. Undeniably, being easygoing pleases those around you, but you can't live your own life. So, from now on, let's follow Adler, muster courage, selfishly become who we want to be, and bravely live for ourselves. The past doesn't matter, what matters is how you view it. Our troubles and pains aren't from events themselves, but from our views on them. Alright, that's all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you took something away from today's video. If you can, please like, subscribe, and share my channel. See you next time, bye.